Alright, hopefully the streaming issues will not come to us this time, but this will be episode 17 and I will do some viewer castle evaluations, starting with 3 seashells. Then I will do Unix Wolf again. Issues will not come to us this time, but this will maybe close the Twitch for myself, or at least put it on pause. So I will still be in the chat, but I will just have the actual stream paused. And after Unix Wolf, let me just see if he added me. I will do Sumerip, yes. So let's get right into it. I will just make sure that the stream will be live while doing this, as I've been having quite a few issues. So it will be a level 20 castle. So let's see what kind of castle he has to offer.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Timer seems a little bit high, 3.5 minutes, but it might also not be the case in case he has some mines far away from the boss room. Let's see what's in here. Looks like it works as a spotter from behind Zeke and Dr. Skull, so it actually works really well. They come from behind the corner, aggroed by this derp here, so it works really nice. My ghosts are now ruining the other part that I want to have a look at. Here we can see some stairmasters and some dogs. So let's see if you have to go here. Same idea. This is during level 20 castles. Looks like actually this is already the boss room. So let's go check the other side first. But Dr. Skulls are pretty good during level 20. However, they do need some derps or snotters, some cheap cost monsters for them to work properly. Let's see what got aggroed when actually entering the room.
An artist at work. Just try to stop me.
Not everything. So maybe if possible try to the first spotter to be also the one that aggroes everything, so people can't think in which order they want to attack, which they want to aggro first, and so on. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm gonna move here from behind this guy and see if I can snipe the Peach. No, looks like that one aggroes at least this guy, so it's good. And also the derps get aggroed. So the aggro group in general seems to be pretty good. Only thing I would change, okay, these possibly can be non-aggroed, but here you have derps with the Dr. Skull, so it actually works pretty nicely. So a lot of skeletons will be spawned. So yeah, I like this room, and it also has the mines to protect. If you can afford barricades, I'd recommend barricading them so that they cannot be sniped here. And I'm not sure, here monsters were probably in front of it, but it is possible if they know this map that they can snipe it from here and just leave without aggroing everything, because not everything was aggroed when you enter the room. But in general, the room is good, the aggro groups are nice. But just try to make it so that the first one who sees the entering will aggro as much as possible. And then we arrive to the boss room, and here the idea is very similar. I'm gonna try the aggro groups by, let's try it by killing this guy. It aggroes 1 Zeke at least, 2 Zeeks. Let's bring them back and take them out. And once we take them out, we want to see if we can now access this room without aggroing the rest. No, that's not gonna happen. So this room is, the aggro circles are more or less perfect. You can't avoid them even if you pull some of them back. And also, I would possibly change some more derps here, just to have more skeletons spawn. Of course, I clear them really fast because I have way too high damage for this level, but in general, definitely I recommend having more smaller cost units with the Doctor Skull to make most of them, and then just overwhelm the attacker as possible. Also, you want to have Defendertrons with the Doctor Skulls, so that the skeletons will not be killed so easy. So the protection aura will protect the skeletons, and that will also mean that they protect the Doctor Skulls, and they have more time to raise more and more people, and possibly even raise so much that it starts to lag and people die because of the lag. But yeah, pretty nice castle. I liked actually all the groups. You have not too many wasted points, or any wasted points that I can see. Maybe in the mine room earlier, the Doctor Skull surrounded by derps. I believe they can be avoided by headshotting the mine from further away. You saw I aggroed them last, and I walked too close to them, but I could have also sniped it before, like further away. I believe it was episode 17. But otherwise, yeah, I like them a lot. I would add those Defendertrons for sure. They are, for the 5 points, they are the best units in the game. They are best supports, at least, in my opinion. And you might also want to change one Bone Puppeteer or the Doctor Skulls to be on heal, so it will be harder to clear the skeletons or even the derps. Alright, and next one I promised to attack Unix Wolf again, as I have his last attack I made on his castle. It was divided by 2 different in 2 different woods, and I only published the other one, so only the end of the attack is currently on episode 16. Where do we have Unix? There we go. If I remember correctly, it was castle level 19. So let's go again. Stream is still live, which is nice. Alright, so here the timer is much better, 2 minutes. And also I like the idea of, there we have one. You always want to have at least one mine in your time wasters, so that if people skip them, like most people do these days, they just try to go to the end and beat the timer and hope that all the mines are there. And that's the reason you don't want to have all your mines in the end, because that way people who are hoping them to be there are right and will restart more easy. Right, what kind of setup do we have here? This one looks like a springboard, but it's not.
I know it was in the middle
Alright,
of something.
so here's the classic fire mine, but I do believe that you could do this trap better without the springboard. I gave that also to the in the video that never went live, but you pay 3 points for this. Instead, you could put a one barricade here. So basically, when people get thrown, first time I did this, let me try to reset my.
Hold your horses.
Let me try to reset my stun protection. I'm not exactly sure how long it will take, but alright, I will go here and I will be thrown even behind the thing. So if you would have barricade here, it would stop everyone, no matter how much control resistance they have. But instead of springboard, just have one barricade here, and people will stop to that one and be blown in pieces. And that's costs 3 points less, and it's more effective. So I definitely suggest that. You can even put this silencer trap behind the barricade, so that it will affect this area and people won't be able to roll away or jump away from it. What comes to this room otherwise, I would move this trap a little bit so that it will actually, because if I'm here, like let me just try to get there. If I'm here and it shoots me, I can't show it now. But anyway, it will have a larger area to that it covers when it's not in the exact corner. Same goes for these guys. Like, why not put this trap here where I'm standing now, so that it covers just a little bit bigger area. And same goes for this one. You don't really need to have one here. It's already covered by this guy, as you can see. So you can move it some better place, that where it covers a bigger area. Now it's only covering like small area from there. And I already went through this castle, so I already know what I'm going to say. It's very left side, like for this guy doesn't aggro anyone, so I can just snipe it. But in general, this boss room is very left-sided. Like, why have two silencer traps so close to each other? They just overlap each other and will not be doing the same effect as having the proper distance between them, so you cover a smaller, larger area. And also, if you look at this, all your traps are on the left side when you enter a room, like from this angle, left side. So everybody who comes here will see it and decide to fight on the right side instead.
Say goodnight, mister. Attaboy.
Because here you can fight in the way that
Forecast calls
you don't
for
get any
arrow showers.
trap pressure. So you can just move around and kill who you kill.
Bigger they are.
So I'd recommend just making it symmetric, the whole boss room, with the ballistas and the silencer traps. So the people would have to pick who they want, or like none of the positions they pick would be like optimal for fighting, like this one. Other than that, I see there are some high points there that are not in Nottingham's aggro circle. So you will want to add them to the aggro circle, otherwise I will most likely just be able to walk from here and finish the castle. And you do have 17 points there. So yeah, just make it more symmetrical and make sure that all the creeps are inside Nottingham's aggro circle. And the castle will do much better.
Nice door.
Yep, and that's
Shame if it got smashed.
finally looks like it went through.
Was
My
yours.
feedback on this
It's
castle,
now
it's the
mine.
third time I've attacked it, I believe.
The result was never in question.